off today before we get to sin action.
Speaking of devil, speaking of devil.
Who that?
Kevin Hart.
Yo, Kev, come on in here, Kev. Kev, come in. One question. Just one question. Kev, please. Please. Just one question, please. Kev, please. I just need one question. One question. He's coming in. He's coming in. One question. It's one question. I did the intro. No, let Kev sit. No, matter of fact, let Kev sit up here at the desk. All right.
Okay, one more.
Right.
By the way, we're on, this is great.
This is absolutely, and listen, I appreciate it.
No problem.
You know what's crazy, Kev? And I'm not gonna ask you this question, but I'm doing the intro to my show. Your very first movie you did, I was actually in it. When you see Dame Dash today, what do you think? Yo, what's up, yo? Good, I love you too, bro. Love you guys.
This is spiraling fast. Listen to this. What started as quiet tension between Dame Dash and Cameron just exploded into a full-on public clash, and somehow Kevin Hart is stuck right in the middle of it? You've got allegations flying, old receipts getting pulled back up, shots being taken left and right, and then boom, Kevin Hart gets pressed and walks off like he just saw something he wasn't supposed to see. But hold up, here's what nobody's really digging into. Why does this situation keep resurfacing if it was supposedly dead and buried? And who's really stirring the pot behind the curtain? Because at this stage, this isn't just rap beef. This feels strategic, personal, and low-key calculated. Alright, let's really get into it. This whole Dame Dash and Cameron drama has been stretching out for months, and honestly, nobody even knows what phase we're in anymore. It just keeps escalating, and I'm not gonna lie, it's getting crazier to watch every time it pops back up. Before we dive deeper, make sure you're straight mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. No joke. And yeah, don't play with me. Hit that subscribe, run up those likes, and smash that hype button so we can keep leveling this channel up. Now, let's talk about it. These two have been going at each other non-stop, and it's getting really messy. There was a time Harlem had them aligned, moving as a team, chasing money and building something solid together. Now, it's nothing but friction. Dame came out saying wild stuff like Cam was in the car with Big L getting emotional while they were out making plays, and that had people raising eyebrows instantly. But Cam wasted no time shutting that down, calling the whole story straight up fiction.
Listen, bum ass nigga, why you got on those Uggs? I don't like it. I'm not gonna say anything. He's an all-black ninja Ugg man right now. I don't know who he's turning into, but I'm heating him up right now, bro.
You're missing a tooth.
I'm doing a movie. He's looking like a feminine ninja right now.
I can't talk to you about this.
Yo, I'm like, yo, this nigga got Yo, you got crunch right now?
Yeah.
Yo, Cam. If he ever bothers you again, look at these Uggs right now. Don't you ever put pressure on anybody in my crew again when you wearing these Uggs. You got on Uggs. Cam, you see him? You see him? Cam, you see him? Don't play with me.
Cam, I dare you to ask that.
And his breath stink bad right now. Ask his girl how bad his breath stink right now. This nigga eating mayonnaise gum. I don't know what's going on. You got crunch.
Now, hold up. This is where things get really interesting again. Cam is actually the one who reignited everything, even after going on The Breakfast Club and saying, "This is the last time I'm speaking on Dame, I'm done." But yeah, that clearly didn't stick for long. He even came through with Letter to Dame, laying everything out, no filter, making sure everybody knew exactly where he stood. And at this point, you can feel it. This situation is only getting hotter, and it doesn't look like it's cooling off anytime soon.
Go dust go, go dust go, ow, go dust go, ooh, go dust go, ow, do the drunk man, do the drunk man, ow, do the drunk man, do the drunk man, dust go, guts go, ow, do the drunk man, ow, go dust go, get it dust go, go, little dust go, ow, he drunk man, ow, get it dust go, look at him, dust go, ooh, get it dust go dust go.
You already know that track was straight heat, no arguments, no discussion. Some people might have let it fly under the radar, but if you were really locked in and paying attention, then you saw exactly how that whole moment unfolded. Now listen to this. Cameron brought his guy Killa Flea in and they had Kevin Hart pull up for a quick appearance, but girl, it got uncomfortable real quick.
She has her own solo albums as well, but she's a big part of the Black Guns. It's funny because, you know, It's like, to me, she's like if Aaliyah was white. If Aaliyah was white, she'd be a lesbian. That's her. And she has the same everything. It's like, she has a little bit of rhythm too. That's like kind of, but she could play instruments and she writes and sings. And she also did a lot of the administrative stuff with the album. So she helped build helped me with my dream. And she earned her way into the band.
So he throws that question at Kevin, and listen, Kevin's reaction? He swerved it so smoothly, like it never even existed. Everybody knows the second Dame Dash's name comes up, things get delicate real fast. There's still a strong level of respect for him because of what he's contributed to hip-hop, no denying that. Even folks who don't rock with how he moves these days still acknowledge the legacy he built. Some people just feel like he could have handled things differently lately, but at the end of the day, he's moving how he feels works best for him. But hold up, here's where it flips. Dame was not about to let Cam slide for casually throwing his name into the mix like that. And Kevin, he didn't say a single word. He literally stood up and walked off. That silence, yeah, it spoke volumes. And you already know Dame caught that clip, and now it's looking like he's gearing up to fire back at Kevin Hart by putting that whole moment on blast. Man, in true Dame Dash fashion, and yeah, no pun intended, things turn messy real quick. Kevin Hart had people talking too, pulling up in a black V-neck tee with black Uggs, and folks were like, wait, what is that outfit? Some even started saying they looked like women's Uggs, which turned into a whole separate debate. But let's stay locked in on this Cam'ron versus Dame situation, because that's where it really starts heating up. Now listen, this is where it gets deeper. Cam ended up posting a video of Dame, and to be fair, he didn't even initiate this particular round. But the crazy part is, it brought people back to an older clip where Dame was speaking on Aaliyah, and that had everyone shocked all over again. Back then, Dame made a comparison involving her that many people felt crossed the line, and yeah, that didn't sit right with fans at all. Aaliyah is still one of the most beloved R&B icons ever, and her passing, that hit the culture in a way people still feel to this day.
Got a big mouth, say what I wanna say. I'm the main event, Sunday, not Saturday. I'm not your cocktail chick at the Mandalay or setting table for the phonies takes like Vandalay. Not for labels, also not for favors off of Ray Belay. Before I get the spray, I gotta say allegedly. And I'm not judging either way. What's your flavor? Flavor's hard to keep a secret, baby. Now you like Babyface.
So, hearing that, listen, people were not feeling it at all, and it had the internet going crazy once again. Yeah, Dame Dash was completely out of line on that one. No matter how many fans he's got or what he's done for the culture, people were just not rocking with that take at all. Let's be real, most people weren't even checking for Nicki Leaky like that, especially when she was dropping records tied to 50 Cent and Cam'ron.
No bigger Paul than Kanye. He's Michael Jackson, right?
I want to know how you feel, because we all was looking at you when you met Ye. Did y'all off the rip rock with his style?
No, I thought he was corny. I had to tell him, yo, polo and basketball jerseys is not fashion. Come with me to London. I had to bring him to London. I introduced him to high fashion. Since I've got my teeth back, I can really clearly say, cute. The last 5 years, they were loose. I couldn't say, definitely, I thought they'd fall out. If you got cheap teeth, you better shut the up. All right, Cam'ron or Fredo, your teeth are cheap. Your dentist played you. Your new name is Cheap Teeth. Not Cheap Keith or Cheap Keith. It's Cheap Teeth. And it's not fly, and those suits are funny that you're wearing. They're like old school Steve Harvey suits. And also, I want one question. Is 50 Cent the fly nigga? Because he's the worst dressed. Let's talk about that. But he can't be doing that himself. Somebody's playing with him. Because those suits are like laughable, right? And they fit crazy paws. I'm like, yo, I thought this nigga was getting money. Nobody ever said, yo, I want to get that fit. That's the sort of shit. This nigga even dressed his car.
So when Dame Dash even placed her in the same conversation as Aaliyah, listen, people immediately started side-eyeing the whole thing. Because let's be honest, Aaliyah is in a completely different category. Even on her worst day, fans feel like there's no universe where that comparison makes sense. That moment alone had people questioning Dame's judgment heavily. Like, how did we even get here? Now, here's where Cam'ron jumps right back in and cranks everything up. He posts Nicki Leaky and throws a jab saying, Fredo here, you want smoke, basically calling her out and adding fuel to the fire. Then he doubles down saying you can't come from my girl Tretcher Cricket, pointing out she's more of a sports analyst than a rapper, but still putting her right in the middle of it. At this point, it's nothing but straight shots being exchanged back and forth, and the tension just keeps climbing. Man, this whole situation is getting more out of control by the minute. Cameron really stepped in like, I can help you out now, and you could feel the energy getting reckless fast. People are throwing out wild claims, and honestly, nobody even knows what's real anymore, or what's just talk. When you hear how Dame Dash described Nicki Leaky, it sounds more like someone who started behind the scenes and then got pushed into the spotlight. But some of the wording used raised eyebrows immediately because it went way too far. Still, Cam didn't slow down at all. He went ahead and posted that clip involving Tretcher, and things just got even more chaotic from there. Then somebody even suggested the only way to settle it is Russian roulette, and everybody's like, hold up, what are we doing right now? And here's the wild part. Cam already said he was done speaking on Dame, but somehow it keeps getting pulled back into the conversation. Now Dame Dash is back on podcast talking about Cam again, and the cycle just keeps repeating itself. At this point, people are just watching it unfold for the pure drama and entertainment because it's non-stop chaos. Man, some of the things Dame Dash says really confuse people. That whole sweaty men comment, yeah, that had everybody like, wait, what are you even talking about? It might not be the wildest thing he's ever said, but it's definitely up there. At the same time, you can't ignore how he shifted from music into media and commentary, and that's something people do respect. But let's be real, you can tell some of these takes come from a very specific point of view.
Now look at this. Hold up. I posted something recently and it came straight from that same Dame type mindset people keep talking about. It said, I'd rather make $50,000 for myself than $1 million working for somebody else. And that right there basically explains the whole philosophy in one line. To that way of thinking, a lot of workers just don't fully understand that boss mentality at all. And here's the deeper layer. It's really about choosing to own 100% of something small instead of taking a slice of something massive. That mindset is something Dame helped normalize in the culture and is still dividing people to this day. Some people respect it, some people question it, but either way, if this Dame Dash and Cameron situation is flaring back up, everybody's tuned in, waiting to see how it unfolds. Man, I'm here for all the jokes too, no doubt about it, but let's be real. Dame Dash has people laughing and shaking their heads at the same time with some of the things he says and does. That whole funny suit conversation, yeah, that had people rolling for real. But I gotta ask, what do y'all think about all of this? There was a time when hip-hop and entertainment felt untouchable, like you could only see what was happening behind the scenes through rare documentaries. Now we're getting front-row access every single day with Cameron and Dame going back and forth online like it's a reality show. At the end of the day, this whole situation makes one thing crystal clear. This isn't just jokes, interviews, or resurfaced stories anymore. This is ego against ego, legacy against legacy, and neither Dame Dash or Cameron looks like they're stepping back anytime soon. But here's the real question. Who's actually winning in all of this? Because every new clip, every new jab just keeps stacking more chaos on top of chaos. And let's be honest, when even Kevin Hart chooses to get up and walk away instead of engaging, you already know something deeper is going on. So now I gotta ask you, is this real beef brewing under the surface, or is this just content that's gone way too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in, because this situation is nowhere near finished.
Start the show off today before we get to Sin Action.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
Who that?
Kevin Hart.
Yo, Kev, come on in here, Kev. Kev, come in. One question. Just one question. Kev, please. Please. Just one question, please. Kev, please. I just need one question. One question. He's coming in. He's coming in. One question. It's one question. I did the intro. No, let Kev sit. No, matter of fact, let Kev sit up here at the desk. All right.
Okay, one more.
Right.
By the way, we're on, this is great.
This is absolutely, and listen, I appreciate it.
No problem.
You know what's crazy, Kev? And I'm not going to ask you this question, but I'm doing the intro to my show. Your very first movie you did, I was actually in it. When you see Dame Dash today, what do you think? Yo, what's up, yo, I love you too, bro. Love you
You
guys,
get no
man.
bigger, Paul, than Kanye. He's Michael Jackson, right?
I want to know how'd you feel because we always looking at you when you met Ye. Did y'all off the rip rock with his style?
No, I thought he was corny. I had to tell him, yo, polo and basketball jerseys is not fashion. Come with me to London. I had to bring him to London. I introduced him to high fashion. Since I've got my teeth back, I can really clearly say, cute. The last 5 years, they were loose. I couldn't say, definitely, I thought they'd fall out. If you got cheap teeth, you better shut the up. All right? Cameron or Fredo, your teeth are cheap. Your dentist played you. Your new name is Cheap Teeth. Not Cheap Keith or Chief Keith. It's Cheap Teeth. And it's not fly, and those suits are funny that you're wearing. They're like old school Steve Harvey suits. And also, I want one question. Is 50 Cent the fly nigga? Because he's the worst dressed. Let's talk about that. But he can't be doing that himself. Somebody's playing with him. Because those suits are like laughable, right? And they fit crazy paws. I'm like, yo, I thought this nigga was getting money. Nobody ever said, yo, I want to get that fit. That's just sort of shit. This nigga even dressed his car there.
Go dust go, go dust go, ow, go dust go, ooh, go dust go, ow, do the drunk man, do the drunk man, ow, do the drunk man, do the drunk man, dust go, guts go, ow, do the drunk man, ow, go dust go, get the dust go, go, little dust go, ow, he drunk man, ow, get it dust go, look at him, dust go, ooh, get it dust go, go dust.
I don't like it. I'm not gonna say anything. He's an all-black ninja Ugg man right now. I don't know who he's turning into, but I'm heating him up right now.
You're missing a tooth.
I'm doing a movie. He's looking like a feminine ninja right now.
Can't talk to you that much.
Yo, I'm like, yo, this nigga got yo, you got crunch right now? Yo, Cam, if he ever bothers you again, look at these Uggs right now. Don't you ever put pressure on anybody in my crew again. When you wearing these Uggs, you got on Uggs. Cam, you see him? You see him? Cam, you see him? Don't play with me.
Cam, I dare you to ask that.
And his breath stink bad right now. Ask his girl how bad his breath stink right now. This nigga eating mayonnaise gum. I don't know what's going on.